What is up, you guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. Alright, so I'm gonna try to make this quick because I found this article very interesting. And this is as stealthoptional.com. And it talks about the creator of Final Fantasy XIV, Naoki Yoshida, and how he does not like the Metaverse. Right? And I'm sure we can all agree, but I want to listen to somebody in the video game industry and what they have to say about it, what they think about it, because a lot of these things, virtual reality and the metaverse, are being pushed, and even Square Enix themselves, they sold off all their Western IPs so that they can invest into blockchain, artificial intelligence, and cloud gaming, right? And since Yoshida works for Square Enix, I'm thinking he's probably got into some trouble. I'm pretty sure somebody approached him and said, hey, you shouldn't have said that, you know. But let's hear what they have to say. It says the metaverse is designed to replace reality, says Final Fantasy XIV director. It says Final Fantasy XIV director doesn't think highly of the metaverse, right? And then here it says, simply put, Yoshida is not sold on the metaverse when asked about his thoughts on the metaverse and how it compares to the hit MMORPG. He explained that the metaverse will simply not be entertaining to the vast majority of people. He's got a point there, you know. Now, so here it says, Yoshida says the metaverse is an entertainment, right? During the interview on Weekly Bunshin, Yoshida explained that the current metaverse pitch isn't designed around fun. Unlike video games and virtual reality, a virtual world is simply a product to sell headsets. And even then, the product is to push digital products that you don't really own, by the way. You don't really own those products. They're in the digital world. You don't really own them, so to speak. It says Yoshida said that the metaverse aims to replace reality with virtual world. And doesn't that lead to fun or entertainment? In contrast, Final Fantasy XIV is a video game where you can kill giant monsters with your friends, which is definitely entertaining, right? And then he goes on to say, to me, I see the metaverse as a system that replaces reality with virtual world, so I don't think the metaverse has anything in common with entertainment. So basically what he's trying to say is that video games, movies, TV shows, and especially video games, they're all made for fun so that people can escape reality, to sit down and, get their minds off of life for the time that they're watching the movie or playing the video game, right? But the metaverse is pushing the idea that we can replace reality with a virtual world. And that is not a popular idea for the simple fact that people play video games and watch movies to escape the real world. So if you just take the real world, this boring real world that we're in, and put it in a digital space, it's not going to make much of a difference. You basically get the exact same thing just in the digital world with an avatar, right? So it's not entertaining. The metaverse that is being pushed by Mark Zuckerberg is not entertaining. Okay, and then it says, continuing his dunking on the metaverse, Yoshida continued to explain that the platform will basically let you do mundane things virtually, as I said. He used shopping in Shinjuku as an example, an entirely mundane activity for Japanese citizens. I guess shopping in Shinjuku is kind of boring unless, you're a foreigner going there for vacation, like me. And then he continues, he says, in the metaverse, I'm thinking people will be able to use an avatar in virtual reality and take a stroll in Shinjuku or do shopping, just like in real life. Though it might be fun, there's no entertainment there. And he's right. See, what's so interesting or entertaining about the system of our real world is how I feel. Exactly. The real world is boring. We play video games and movies to escape the real world, to have some fun. You understand what I mean? So, what is so fun about the metaverse? If you just have an avatar, your digital self, in a digital world, doing the exact same thing. It makes no sense. It's not fun. So I absolutely agree with him. and this idea of the metaverse is really not popular. This, I think virtual reality can be used for a lot of good things, except what Mark Zuckerberg is pushing it for. So whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, and if you enjoyed this little, this little philosophical talk about the metaverse we had, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed.